Hello everyone one more time and welcome to my channel, and my name is Panji Husnudun, and today I would like to cover strategy analysis and choices, which is chapter 6. And let's start our strategy analysis. And if you guys have any question and ideas and or suggestion or recommendation, you are welcome to comment in the below of this video, and I will definitely reply you. Thank you, and let's start our lecture today. So we have some learning objectives from this class, and learning objectives are describing the strategy analysis and choice process, diagramming and explaining the three-stage strategy formulation analytical framework, a diagram and explain strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, that's a SWOT matrix or SWOT analysis, and diagramming and explaining the strategic position and action evaluation, which is a space matrix or space analysis, and diagramming and explaining the Boston Consulting Group BCG matrix, and on the other hand, additionally, diagramming and explaining the internal and external matrix, diagramming and explaining the grand matrix, explain the quantitative strategic planning matrix QSPM, which is a very important matrices, and discuss the role of organizational culture and strategic analysis and choices, identifying and discussing important political consideration in strategy analysis and choice, discuss the role of a board of the directors, governance, and strategic planning. So, as you guys know, we are working on this based on this strategic management model, which is, I will remind you, developing vision and mission statements for an firm organization, and doing some external and internal auditing. I mean, the analyzing and establishing long-term objectives, and generating or evaluating and selecting strategies, implementing strategies, for example, management issues, which is covered in chapter 7, and implementing strategies, marketing, finance, accounting, R&D, and MIS issues, and measure and evaluate performance, and of course, in the finally getting a competitive advantage, actually sustained competitive advantage, right? So the process of generating and selecting strategies. Manageable set of the most attractive alternative strategy must be developed. The advantage and disadvantage, trade-off, costs, and benefit of this strategy should be determined. And identifying and evaluating alternative strategies should involve many of the managers and employees who early assembled the organizational vision and mission statements, performed the external audit, and conducted the internal audit. The process of generating and selecting strategies is that alternative strategies proposed by participants should be considered and discussed in a series of meetings. Proposed strategies should be listed in writing. When all feasible strategies identified by participants are given and understood, the strategies should be ranked in order of attractiveness. Here you can guys see the strategy formulation analytical framework that's divided into three stages. The first stage is the input. It's called the input stage, and that includes external factor evaluation EFA matrix, competitive profile matrix CPM, and internal factor evaluation, that's IFE matrix. The second stage is the matching stage. Matching stage includes the strengths, weakness, opportunity, stress, which is SWOT analysis, SWOT matrix, and space matrix, which is strategic position and action evaluation matrix. And Boston Consulting Group, that's also called, that's abbreviation for BCG, is an abbreviation for Boston Consulting Group matrix, and EE, that's an internal and external matrix, grand strategy matrix, and the final stage, that's called the decision stage. In the decision stage, you guys can use a QSPM model, and that's a matrix, that's a quantitative strategic planning matrix. So, comprehensive strategy formulation framework, stage 1, inputs. In the input stage, as we covered here, there is EFA matrix, CPM matrix, and IFA matrix, right? So, That stage 1 input stage summarizes the basic input information needed to formulate strategies and consists of the EFA matrix, IFA matrix, and the competitor profile matrices. So, what is stage 2? The matching stage. As we mentioned earlier, that's in the stage 2, it's called matching stage 2. Focus on generating feasible alternative strategies by aligning key external and internal factors, right? Techniques include the strength, weakness, opportunities, threat, SWOT analysis, or SWOT matrix, the strategic position and action evaluation space matrix, the Boston Consulting Group BCG matrix, the internal and external matrix, and the grand strategy matrix. Sorry. So stage 3 called decision stage, a very important decision stage that involves the quantitative strategic planning matrix QSPM, reveals the relative attractiveness of alternative strategies and thus provides objective basis for selecting specific strategies. And here you guys can see the matching key external and internal factors to formulate alternative strategies. The matching and key external and internal factors to formulate alternative strategies. Here you can see key internal factors, they are excess working capital, that's an internal strength. Key external factor, what is it? Plus 20% annual growth in the cell phone industry. That's an external opportunity. And resultant strategy is acquire cell phone incorporation. So the next one is insufficient capacity. That's an internal weakness. And key external factor, that's an exit of two major foreign competitors from the industry. That's an external opportunity. And what is the resultant strategy? The resultant strategy is that for this, pursue horizontal integration by buying competitors' facilities. The next one is strong R&D. That's an research and development expertise. That's an internal strength because of strong R&D. And the external factor, that's key external factor, is that decreasing numbers of younger adults, and the resultant strategy is develop new products for older adults, right? All right. And the poor employee morale, that's an internal weakness. But the key external factor is that rising healthcare costs and external threat. Develop new wellness programs, right? So thank you very much for this table 6-1 because it's given very, very essential factors and the resultant strategy as an example you guys can understand easily by even just reading. And the matching stage and the strengths and the SWOT matrix or SWOT analysis, that stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, as I'm mentioning continuously. This matrix, I mean the SWOT matrix, helps managers develop four types of strategies. That's a SO, strengths, opportunities, strategies. WO, that's a weakness and opportunity strategies. ST, strength threat strategies. WT, that's a weakness threat strategies. And what are they stands for? So SO strategies use a firm's internal strengths to take advantage of external opportunity. And WO strategy, that's a weak opportunity strategies, aim at improving internal weaknesses by taking advantage of external opportunities. Whereas ST strategy and WT strategy. ST strategy is a strength threats and weakness threats, right? Strength threat strategies, ST strategies, use a firm strength to avoid or reduce the impact of internal threat. And WT strategies, defensive tactics directed at reducing internal weakness and avoiding external threats, right? You guys understand this, right? We have four types of strategies in order to help managers. There are strengths opportunities, weakness opportunities, strength threats, weakness threats. SO strategies use from internal strength to take advantage of external opportunities. WO, it's a improving internal weaknesses by taking advantage of external opportunities. Use of ST strategies. When you use ST strategies, you use a firm strengths to avoid or reduce the impact of the external stress. W2 strategies, that's a weakness stress, defensive tactics directed at reducing internal weakness and avoiding external stress. So SWOT matrix. Why do we need the SWOT matrix? That helps to list the firm's key external opportunities, list the firm's key external threats, list the firm's key internal strengths, and list the firm's key internal weaknesses, and make the internal strengths with external opportunities and record the resultant SO strategies, which is strengths opportunity strategies, right? And it helps, the SWOT matrix helps matching internal weaknesses with external opportunities and record the resultant WO strategies. Match the internal strengths with external threats and record the resultant ST strategies. Match internal weaknesses with external threats and record the resultant WT strategies. So in here you can guys see the S space matrix. Space matrix includes four parts. They are conservative, aggressive, defensive, competitive. In conservative part, it includes market penetration, market development, product development, related diversification. In aggressive, backward, forward, horizontal integrations that we mentioned in earlier videos and earlier lectures, you guys can go to my channel and check it. And market penetration, market development, product development, and diversification, related or unrelated. You guys know about that, right? Because we already covered the related diversification and unrelated diversification in the previous chapters. So what is defensive and competitive? Defensive, they use retrenchment strategy, divestiture strategy, a liquidation strategy, and competitive backward, forward, horizontal strategies, horizontal integration, market penetration, market development, product development, and etc. So space matrix. Space matrix four-quadrant framework indicates whether aggressive, conservative, defensive, or competitive strategies are most appropriate for a given organization. So why? Two internal dimension, financial position FP and competitive position SP. You guys can see in here on the top, that's FP in the vertical, and in the below, that's SP. That's SP stands for competitive position. Stability position, and the two external dimension is a stability position SP and industry position IP. Most important determinants of an organization's overall strategic position. Space matrix access. So, and here you guys can see the internal strategic position, return on investment, leverage, liquidity, working capital, cash flow, blah 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 blah. You guys can read it. And earnings per share, price earning ratio, competitive position, market share, product quality, product life cycle, customer loyalty, capacity utilization, technological know-how, control over suppliers and distributors, external strategic position, stability position, technological changes, rate of inflation, demand variability, price range of competing products, barriers to entry into market, competitive pressure, ease of exit from market, price elasticity of demand, risk involved in business and industry position, growth potential, profit potential, financial stability, extend leverage, resource utilization, ease of entry into market, productive capacity utilization, and etc. guys. So steps to develop space matrix. In the first step, you have to select a set of variables to define financial position. FP, competitive position, CP, stability position, SP, and industry position, IP. So the next step is assigning numerical value ranging from +0 to +0, that's worse, to +7 base to each of the variables that make up the financial position and industry position dimensions. And the assigning numerical value ranging from -1 to -7. -1, that's a best one, and -7 the worst, to each of the variables that make up the SP and CP dimensions, right? Okay. The next step, that's the third step, compute an average score from FP, CP, IP, and SP. And 4 is a plot the average scores for FP, IP, SP, and CP on the appropriate axis. Add the two scores on the x-axis and plot the resultant point on x, add the two scores on the y-axis and plot the resultant point on y, plot the intersection of the new xy point, right? So the sixth step is draw a directional vector from the origin of the space matrix through the new intersection point. This sector reveals the type of strategy recommended for the organization: aggressive, competitive, defensive, or conservative. So example strategy profiles, you guys can see this. See, in the first part of this here strategy example, aggressive profiles, conservative profiles. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 5, right? You, in this 4 plus 4 plus 4, financially strong firm that has achieved major competitive advantage in a growing and stable industry. Whereas 1 plus 5, a firm whose financial strength is a dominating factor in the industry. And vice versa, conservative profiles. Minus 2 plus 4. That's a firm that has achieved financial strength in a stable industry that's not growing. The firm has few competitive advantages. And whereas minus 5 plus 2, a firm that suffers from major competitive disadvantages in an industry that's technologically stable but declining in sales. You got it, guys? And also here, competitive profiles, defensive profiles, we covered already in here, and you guys can read it without any hesitation, since we are running out of time for the first lecture for today. And thank you very much, guys, and we will continue from Boston Consulting Group BCG Matrix in the next class, in the next video, of course. And see you soon, guys. Take care of yourself. If you guys have any questions, please leave comments in the below. See you guys.